Hey guys, what's up? This is ItzZombie, and today we are going to be doing some Road to a Better Player next episode, right? So I'm actually really excited for this series. I'm enjoying it. As you guys can see, it's domination, and I'm gonna have a tip video for every kind of game modes. Actually, I can't necessarily promise all of them because some of them are really hard to get into because no one plays on them, but if I can get a gameplay for it, I will definitely upload it. Now, on to the first tip. Flank the enemy. Don't just rush straight to B, because you're gonna die. You might end up capturing the objective, but you're just gonna feed the other team kill streaks, and it's pretty much useless because the other team will probably be able to capture it right back if they wanted to. You want to flank them. You can either go through the basketball court, which I did, or you can go left through that little sideway area, and then you can stand near that head glitch right behind me and pick people off that way while your team captures B. Either of them are pretty good, but I personally prefer the other way. Just for this episode, I don't know why, I just decided to go through basketball courts. So the next tip that I have for you guys is that you want to use an SMG. It's the best weapon type in this game, not to mention the best for this game mode. Assault rifles may be on really long range maps, but honestly, on most maps for domination, an MSMC will take the guys at longer ranges out. Now, shotguns are really iffy for this. Sniper rifles definitely not. LMGs, they're good, but seriously, I just hate them. They're overpowered, and everyone will hate you if you use one. So I just recommend using an SMG. It's also really good, so you'll probably be able to get a lot done. But shotguns are really iffy. If you're on Nuketown 2025, then yes, definitely. Hijack, maybe. But there aren't too many maps where you're gonna want to use a shotgun over a submachine gun. Even on Nuketown, the Scorpion will probably do a lot more damage than what a shotgun will, although shotguns are pretty good. Now, on to the very last tip. You want to use Semtexes and concussion grenades. Now, Semtexes are to destroy the enemies that are on the flags. Same thing with concussion grenades. You can concuss them, throw Semtex into the crowd, and then they can't move because they're concussed. And you can take out the one guy using flak jacket or tactical mask with your gun, of course, and then you get quite a few kills, and it's pretty awesome. You can also, if you really want to, put on a tomahawk if you're good with things like across the map bank shots, that we can get the guy on A, which is actually pretty cool. And then you also have a nice little kill cam there. But I wouldn't recommend using anything else. You don't want to use frag grenades because they you have to cook them and they're gonna capture it by the time that it's finished cooking. Flashbangs, they can still move around, and then it becomes hard to get them down, to shoot them all. And finally, you don't want to use things like bouncing betties because people are gonna see it if they go onto the flag, and even if they don't see it, as soon as they hear that little beeping-ish noise, they're gonna just crouch. And most people prone at objectives anyway, so what's the point? C4s sometimes, but the only tactical grenade that you really should be using is a concussion. Now, that's it for the tip side of the video. So I just want to tell you guys what class I normally like to run, because I don't really have any more tips for domination. It's a pretty simple game mode. There aren't too many things that you have to do. And right here I go ham because I was dying a lot and I was kind of annoyed. So now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put a try-hard pants on, and I do amazing. And up here, I get so lucky. I'm walking down here, right? And if I were to start walking like 1 second earlier, I'd be dead. But then this guy comes running along, and I'm luckily able to shoot him. That was really lucky because I wouldn't have gotten the load start if it weren't for that. Now, one more little quick tip for any game mode, but mainly, sorry, just domination because it doesn't have halftime in other game modes, except for demolition. Also in demolition, save your streaks if it's in like the last minute of the game, because you don't want to just waste them, and you want to be able to use them for the full length of time that you should be able to. A lightning strike, you can just put that thing near B and it will take out so many guys, whereas a lightning strike before the last round, it might take out one, if you're lucky. I've had it so where it takes out no one. Anyways, the Lodestar, definitely something I want to save for next round. Stealth Chopper, definitely. The Stealth Chopper is even better than the Lodestar for the next round, because you can just place that thing on B and your team can take it, whereas with the Lodestar, they're sometimes able to get around it and take B if you're not very good with it. Whereas the Stealth Chopper just does all the work by itself, and you can also go and cap the flag so that you get points. It's pretty much perfect. I love this Stealth Chopper very much, and it's amazing if you want to get the Lodestar, because then you can just go on to it. Anyways, the class that I was using the MSMC with fast hands and quick draw, and it is a really good class. Of course, I also have the silencer on it. Now, I believe, I'm not sure about this, but I think that I was also running Flak Jacket and Hardline. Yeah, I know that I ran Hardline. Scavenger and Toughness. I cannot live without Toughness unless I'm using the PDW, which I like never use. I hate that gun for some reason. And then finally, for the third perk, I was using Dexterity just because it's so helpful in CQC, Close Quarters Combat, obviously. You'd probably know that, but it's really, really, really helpful. I absolutely love it. I wasn't running flashbangs or Semtexes, but that's because I was going for a lot of perks. This is the class that I'd recommend, though, using. I'd recommend using MSMC silenced with quick draw. You don't need fast mags, although it's really helpful. I explained that in my last video. But and then you want to put Flak Jacket on, Tac Mask, so that you can go against the people that do use these tactics. And then you also might want to put Dexterity on and Toughness. That's a really good class to me. If you don't go for high kill streaks, Hardline is kind of pointless. And if there are any extra slots, I don't think that there are, you can use them. Oh, you also want to have the Semtex and concussion grenades. And then after that, if there are any slots, you can use them for whatever they're. I have no idea if there actually are going to be any slots. I'm sorry, guys, for the messed up sound at this part. I had trouble actually getting this sound, so it really messed up. I have no idea what happened. Don't worry, in the next part of the video, it will be fixed. But I truly do apologize for it. And I do think that I go 50-something and 8. I don't know if I already mentioned that, but I do go 50-something and 8, and it's pretty awesome. 2 Lodestars in one game. It's pretty cool. It's not my best gameplay, but it's not bad. It's decent. Anyways, that almost wraps it up for this episode. I'm gonna stop commentating now, and you guys can enjoy the rest of the video. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
UAV inbound.
One more down.
Securing C. Hostiles have destroyed your UAV. Charlie secure. Securing Bravo.
One more down.
It's too close. Fight harder.